I am Dr. Devin Brossard, and welcome to this course, Getting Lit, just with the DR Ordered series. And this course is going to be about increasing energy and getting lit up. So I think it's worth clarifying. Oftentimes, people, when they think of high energy, people think of people like on a stage and they're running around and they're super keyed up and it's like this high energy. I think of like Tony Robbins, like clap, 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 doing all this stuff. And I love that. And that gets me pumped up. But that's not really what we're talking about right now. What we're talking about with this is increasing the natural energy that you have within your body in order to then go through a process of being able to handle the stresses, the activities, the work, the duties, the responsibilities, be able to have enough energy to take care of those things and then have above and beyond that in order to then do more and help other people out. So in essence, getting lit is about increasing your energy to the point where you can feel lighter and you can just be a better, I hate to say better because you're already perfect the way you are, a more abundant version of yourself. So, and I base this conversation on a couple philosophies and a couple of main concepts. And the first one is, if you can see on the screen, I have 2 light bulbs there. And so, did you know that your brain actually produces electricity? And often when I ask people that, they say, well, yeah, of course, I couldn't do that. Yeah, because our nerves conduct electrical signals. I'm like, again, think about it this way. Right now, I'm in this humongous room downstairs where the clinic is set up at Symmetry Oasis, and there's multiple ceiling fans going, and there's lights that are on, and I have the internet, and I have the computer, I have all this stuff plugged in, and the entire property here, multiple buildings, it's all powered by solar power. Like the sun's energy hits these panels and it lights up everything. It is enough power to run multiple buildings, fans in every building, tons of lights, walkway lights, countless electrical appliances. The sun does that, and the sun puts out a ton of electricity, and it's absorbed in the solar panels, and then it stores in batteries. And those batteries, we have a lot of batteries, and they don't last all that long. And so your brain, through a process of breaking down glucose that no one really actually understands, creates power, electricity. And again, think of solar panels are a good example of collecting energy from this huge ball of burning gas in the sky. But think about a generator. A generator, you have to put gas in it, start it up, it makes a lot of noise to create power. And your brain just does that. It is a powerhouse. And so I typically follow up the question of like, do you know how much electricity your brain makes? And then people say, oh gosh, it's got to be just a ton. It's actually, your brain creates enough electricity to power 1 incandescent light bulb. So right here on the screen, not enough power to do both those coming out of our brain. So think about how efficient that electrical system is in order to do everything that we do, control every function within our body. Because again, the brain controls and coordinates everything with electrical signals through the nervous system. So when we talk about getting lit, we're talking about increasing the electrical output of your brain to magnify every single process in your body. And not to jump ahead too much, but everyone understands that exercise is good for you, and exercise reduces the risk of pretty much every disease known to man, and cancer, cardiovascular disease, mental illness. Exercise does that, and there's not much conversation about really thoroughly understanding why that is, and And I believe, of course, you can say, oh, it pumps lymphatic fluid. Oh, it's good for us. Like the general thing of just like, oh, it's good for you. But that doesn't really explain it. Exercise is one of the very few things that has been shown to directly increase your brain's ability to produce electricity. So is it that exercise is good for you, or is that the exercise is good for you because it increases the power that your brain has in order to send and receive signals to the rest of your body to control and coordinate every system, so you're less likely to fall into dis-ease or disease process? So we have to look to see what literature says about being lit. And so Urban Dictionary was my definition that resonated the most with me. And when something is turned up or popping, like a party, for instance, Vegas lit up. I've never been to Vegas, but everyone I talk to seems to thoroughly enjoy Vegas. The idea of it doesn't sound good to me. I don't gamble, and it seems like a whole sensory overload for me. I'm more like a natural environment, but everyone loves Vegas. I love the lights, love the activity. And so I was so inspired that one of the courses in the series is what happens in Vegas, referring to the vagus nerve in comparison with Vegas, the destination. But think about this course and information here isn't to make a different version of you, a more positive, whatever, hokey, rah kind of motivational stuff would be, which I'm all about also. That's just not what this is. Think about it as just a turned up or poppin' version of yourself. That is the goal for this course series.